Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to spending quality time with your girl, Eposiziton. Today is date night out. Yeah, it's when we go out with our partners or those that we're dating and just have a good old time. Now let's get started. Well, I'm gonna talk about date night out. Yeah, it's time to enjoy yourself with the person that you are in love with. And it's summertime. So when we talk about date night out, it's time to go out and just have fun with the people that we are dating. A lot of us get into relationships and forget the reason why we even got into those relationships. You know, some people got into relationships because they wanted financial security. That's not a good thing. Some people got into relationships because they were in love. Some is because they were in lust. Whatever made you go into these relationships, please, you want to keep it spicy. Because guess what? When the relationship starts becoming boring, you're letting your partner start looking outside for the next person. So please, we have to keep our relationships very, very spicy and very interesting. This is for both men and women because a lot of times, women are the ones that really put a lot of work in relationships. But it's supposed to be both ways. Men are also supposed to do a lot to make their relationships become successful or to make their relationships interesting. And for me, one thing I'm gonna say is that whatever or however you both met, don't forget, that is very important. You have to always go back to the place that you met, because whenever you go back there, it brings back the memories. It's almost like music that you listen, you know, when you are in your love process or when you're in love. Sometimes even 20 years down the road, when somebody's playing that music, for some strange reason, it takes you back. Except it was a bad relationship, that's when you're going to be like, oh no, I don't want to listen to this music. But if that was a relationship that you were really, really into, every time you hear that music, it's going to take you back into that time of your life, and you're just going to feel good. So if you and your boyfriend met in a restaurant, please, the restaurant life should be something that you throw in the relationship once in a while, because it's just going to make you guys realize the first time you met how you guys connected. If it was in a nightclub, once in a while you want to go to that nightclub. If it was in a go-go bar, you want to go there. If it was in the movie theater, once in a while you want to find out what good movies are coming out and just take your boyfriend or your husband and say, can we just go watch a movie? Like I say, the reason for this is that it puts you back in the mood that you were in when you guys fell in love. For those that maybe you guys were just hooked up by somebody, maybe somebody just did a match, well, it's still interesting because there must be a first place that you guys went when you guys met for the first time. If it was dinner in maybe somebody's home, or if it was you guys went out to a fabulous hotel or restaurant, please, you have to incorporate that into your everyday life so that you can keep your relationship spicy and keep that memory that made you guys come together in the first place. Like I say, for me and my husband, we've always talked about having a date night out, because we live a life where we're always talking about bills, always talking about what the next project, talking about how to support our families, how to support our friends. Sometimes we almost forget about us. Worst of all, when kids have become part of that relationship, we focus on doing the kids' homework, taking kids to amusement parks, doing other beautiful activities with the kids, and just throw our relationship on the sideline. That's not good. We want to always remember what made us fall in love in the first place, and also keep that spiciness in our relationship, because guess what? For most people, they fell in love with their partners because they felt like the partner was elegant. They felt like the partner was good looking, handsome, whatever it was. Or the male may have fallen in love because he thought the wife had fabulous, nice hair, or she always dressed fabulously, or she was always looking so neat and so cute. So you want to keep that. You don't want to be, because now it's a marriage, you get up in the morning, dress up, just go to work. Most times, for those who are working in the healthcare profession, they wear scrubs. So you wear your scrubs and you go to work and you come back, dress in your relaxed home outfit, and just don't put no ambience in you that can just make that attraction to just keep coming up. So when you put this date night out, this is your time to look wonderful. This is your time to create yourself in the way that your husband is just going to be like, wow, I now remember why I married her. Wow, I see why I was so much into her. You know, you want to keep all of that going. Don't be too comfortable in your relationship. Don't say, oh, well, that's my man. It really don't matter. Oh, yeah, it does matter. Once in a while, you know, relationships just lose that essence. So when you do these little things like dressing up and looking all nice, your partner is like, okay, I see something that really makes me know why I was, you know, all attracted into her. So please keep that vibe going on. Just keep doing all these nice things to keep yourself looking nice, just to keep the attraction going. Because I've been married for a long time, and one thing I know about marriage, due to the stress of marriage, sometimes we almost feel like our partners have become just a family member. We lose it. You know, we become too comfortable that it's almost like, oh, it's just like your brother just walked in. But when you try to give these special times and these special moments for your man, where you go out and have these beautiful, fabulous date nights out, now it brings back that whole ambience. It brings back that whole essence, that whole connection. Because now that whole way of looking at your man, how you guys met, how you used to look at him, and he used to look at you, as you guys are now in this romantic, nice environment, that whole feeling is coming back. And I tell you what, for me and my husband, we made a decision. When we're going on a date night out, we are not talking about bills. We're not talking about anything that concerns, you know, the running of our home, or things that concerns finances or projects. We just go out there and have a good old time. We just talk about us. You know, if there's something that he did in the course of the week that I didn't like, or in the course of the month that I didn't like, that's my opportunity to, you know, in that whole romantic environment, for me to just say it in a very sweet and loving way and say, honey, do you know what you did that day? I really didn't like it. The environment has already created the mood for that kind of conversation. So a lot of times he's not going to be, you know, harsh, because you guys are in this nice and subtle environment. He will approach it differently, and you guys can talk about the issue and come into some kind of understanding. But one thing is that don't always assume that it's always going to go your way. Maybe there was a reason why he acted the way he did. So also give him room to explain himself, and you guys can agree to agree or agree to disagree. So that is the time to do what concerns both of you. I'm going to have more segments on this whole going out with your husband or your boyfriend and having a date night out, because it's very crucial in us maintaining and keeping our relationships, to have that special moment with a man where we can just connect. And when you guys are going out, like I said, your look, the way you put yourself together. If it's a summer day, you might want to say, you know what, I'm going to put on my glasses. I'm just going to take my beautiful glasses and put them on and just give my husband the side eye and just keep making him, you know, have that whole romantic feeling about me, because all you're trying to do is to create a mood. So I'm just going to look at him in a sexy way that he's going to know that I'm still very much into him, and we can just connect. And when you guys go out there, when you guys get to the restaurant, now you take off your glasses and, you know, just have it somewhere where, you know you're not going to lose it, because we know situations where you have all these many things with you and you forget it on the table, and when you get home you're like, oh my God, I left my glasses. Now the whole mood has been thrown off. So please put it somewhere where you know it's safe and it's going to be there when you're leaving the restaurant. But it was all about the idea of looking cute and just making your man just admire you and see that whole fashion, you know, that whole fashion sense that maybe he saw in you when you guys met. Not everybody fell in love with their partners because of fashion or style or beauty. You know what really attracted your husband to you. So my thing about it is that don't overdo it. Just do it minimalistic for those who are very simple people. But if you were the fabulous kind that was all over the top, and that's what made your man to fall in love with you, people are different. I've always said that. So it's not crazy for somebody to like you because you're all fabulous, and it's still not crazy for somebody to like you because you're simple and just modest, and that's your way. You know, people are different. Everybody fall in love for different reasons. So I'm going to have more segments on the whole idea of date night out. But for today, it was nice spending quality time with you all. And bye for now. Bye for now.